Tonight from the campus of Sam Houston High School, AISD Television proudly presents our high school volleyball game of the week as the Sam Houston Lady Texans play host to the Volunteers of Bowie High School in District 4-6A. And inside the arena here at Sam Houston High School, as we pan left to right, both teams warming up for the start of this district contest. And as we look at the starting lineups for the JV squad of the Lady Vols, Layla Salinas, Kirsten Atkinson, Madison Salone, Aaron Rivera, Anna Arana, Madison Patterson, and Mikola Stevenson is the libero. Coach Maria Abaro heading the squad for the Lady Volunteers junior varsity team. And the starting lineup for the Lady Texans under Coach Ashley Woods. Madison Wynn, a sophomore. Jolie Alexander. There you see mostly sophomore starters. Fashikin, Ashante Loftus, Erica Lindsay, Faith Awianki, and Kyla Sloan, the libero, starting. And a look at Coach Ashley Woods. The Bowie Volunteers were a little late getting here, so late starting this game. Some transportation problems. But we're just about set to get started in the opening serve. Stay with us. We're back in a moment. Back at Sam Houston High School, Jim Staples as we begin game number one between the Texans and the Volunteers. Awainka with the serve and the quick point for Sam. Awainka dug out by Arana. Near side, tapped at the net. Good save on the far sideline by Arana. At a point, side out Bowie. The other Texans. Well, now it's overturned. And it will be Bowie on the service. Salinas doing so. And the Volunteers on top 2-1 on the ace. Salinas steadies. Looks a little deep, but blocked by Awianka. Near the net, sliced over. Dug out by Lindsay. There's the kill and off the hands of the Volunteers. So we're tied at 2. Side out Sam Houston with Jolie Alexander to serve. Dug out nicely by the libero, Kylie Sloan. Saved on the far side. And no one home as it's lofted over by Donnell Price. Sam on top, 3-2. Alexander looks deep, but trying to save it in the near corner and can't doing it was Aaron Rivera. 4-2 Sam. And a quick timeout. So Sam Houston off to a quick start, up by a couple in this District 4-6A game. Lady Vols with 7 sophomores and 2 freshmen on their team. The Sam squad consisting of a couple of freshmen, 10 sophomore, and the lone junior. So the team's back on the floor, and Jolie Alexander to serve for Sam Houston. Knuckleball. Rivera has it. Served over. Last minute save by Alexander going to the floor. And short of the net as Kelly shorts on it. 5-2 Sam. Four unanswered points. And a whistle, and Sam Houston in the net. So a point and side out Volunteers. Jelia Kelly to serve. Middle deep. Sloan has it. Sam looking to set. Good save on the near side. Shoveled over by Atkinson. Alexander chases it down, and that one is hit too deep. So back-to-back points by the Volunteers, 5-4 Sam. Kelly serving. Nice set. Reverses. Pushed over. Nice set, but a whistle and side out. And point Sam Houston. 6-4 Texans. Erica Lindsay, the sophomore, serving. Set to the near side. Lindsay saves it, but no one home in the middle of the floor. Alexander goes down and can't come up with it. 6-5, Sam. Nicholas Stevenson, the libero, to serve. High lofting one. Alexander sets, and the kill and the knockdown by Donnell Price, the sophomore, at 6'4", 7-5 Sam. Ashante Loftus serving. And that one is wide of the mark. Kelly couldn't control. 8-5 Texans. Loftus. Dug by Sloan. Spun over by Wonka. Nice volley here. Loftus sets it up. Alexander over the net. Here's a nice set, but short arming it. Madison Patterson got it in good position, but couldn't come up with a kill. And it's 9-5 Texans. Loftus. Nice dig. Loftus pushes it over. Another nice set to the near side, and this time Madison Patterson does convert. Side out, point Volunteers. 9-6 Texans. Rivera to serve. Chase down. And into the net. Coming up short is Rivera. 10-6 Texans. Sam Houston to serve. And a substitution as Donnell Price goes out. And Madison Wynn back in to serve. The give and go, and nice block. Courtney Heslip with the block, so it gives the serve back to the Volunteers, 10-7. Madison Salone returning for the Volunteers, and to serve for Bowie, Anna Arana. Nice. Some steam on that serve. Good save by Sam. In the middle, return, a nice save by the Volunteers. Both teams getting in the groove, but coming up a little short of the mark is Awonkia, and it's 10-8, Sam. Tipped, save, but a double hit as it was touched twice by Patterson, so Sam with the serve and a 3-point lead. Foshikin serving for the Texans. Just getting over the net, saved by Spence on the sideline as he hammers it back in play. Texans by 4. And an ace service. No one in the middle of the floor for the Volunteers. So the lead extends back to 5. With Foshikin once again serving, and this time a little shorter, but over the net. Far side, nice block off the hit of Patterson. Tried to dink it over with the Volunteers. And a nice roof job as Patterson, along with Salinas, give the serve back to the Volunteers, trailing by 4. Nice set by Wynn. And Alexander catching the Volunteers a little flat-footed. 14-9 Texans. Awoinka serving. Trying to dink it over, but right there to have no part of that was the block by Erica Lindsay. And the biggest lead of the night for Sam Houston in game 1 as they stretch it to 15-9, and the Volunteers calling a timeout. So Sam Houston in control of game 1. And they also have the serve. Faith Awoinka sets and fires. Rivera on the initial hit. Nice kill there, but dug out. Patterson trying to put it down, but it's saved by the Vols. Shoveled over. Nice set, coming in. A nice dig off the hit of Loftus. But the Volunteers can't save it on the near side. And the lead now goes to 16-9 Texans. Awoinka continues to serve. Into the net, 17-9 Sam. Nice dig. Sam controls, pushes it over to the near side, but coming up short, trying to go down the line on the net. Salone. And the lead continues to build for the Texans. Stevenson. So a much needed opportunity for the Volunteers. Sloan. Alexander has it. And knocked down. Nope, into the net. Good call. Awoyinka thought she had the winning point, but clearly in the net, so side out point Volunteers. They keep game one alive with Rivera to serve. Blistering line drive on that one. Up. And poor communication that time between Sloan and Foshikin. So the confusion allows the Volunteers with consecutive points, trailing by 8. And the game one goes to Sam Houston, 25-16. Back for game two. Stay with us. Match 25-16. The Volunteers to serve to start game two, and Layla Salinas to do so. And we're underway in game two. Nice block, nice save. Salinas kept it alive for the Volunteers on the smash. Kelly. And the put down by Atkinson. So the Lady Vols strike first here in game two with Salinas serving once again. Salinas with a nice hard serve, but Sam handled it, and the block. Nicely done by Erica Lindsay. We're tied at 1, side out Sam Houston. And it will be Awunkia to serve. Awoyinka is one of the sophomores. This one should be put down, but nice save by Kelly. Really perfectly set near the net for the Texans. And a collision as Salone collides with Salinas. So it's Sam Houston with their first lead in game number 2. As Jolie Alexander moves up to the front. Three to 1, Sam. Awoyinka. Overspin, near side. Atkinson has it. And the kill. Nice job by Erica Lindsay, who has really played nicely here tonight. Sam with 4 unanswered points. Little short dugout, trying to spin it over, but got it over the net, but Salinas couldn't keep her hand out, so it's 5 to 1. 5 straight points by Sam. And that one will be short of the net. So service error, side out Lady Vols. As Jelia Kelly comes in to serve, replacing Anna Arana. Kelly, one of 7 sophomores. Nice deep serve. Shoveled over by Sloan. And the kill, nice save, is dug out by Alexander. Racing over Salinas. Another nice dig, and whose was it? It is into the net, Vols. So a net error gives the service back to Sam Houston. And a 4-point lead with Alexander serving. Arana. Near the inline, Sloan has it. Pushed over and trying to save it was Atkinson, but she cannot convert, and it's 7-2 Sam Houston. Alexander. Stevenson, and short-arming it. Looked like Rivera was caught in between what she was going to do, and unfortunately came up short. And Sam has built a 6-point lead and forcing the Lady Vols to call a timeout. So as we resume play, the Texans on top by 6. Alexander. Shoveled over by Kelly. Alexander with the set and the kill. Nice put down by Ashante Loftus. A 7-point bulge for the Lady Texans. Nice hard serve by Alexander. No problem for the Lady Vols. Alexander over. Nice save. Good job. Stevenson with a nice save. And Sam in the nets. Looked like it might have been Erica Lindsay, so side out point. Lady Vols trailing by 6 with Stevenson to serve. Awoinka with the save. Set by Stevenson. And a nice put down. But Sam once again in the net. It may have been Donnell Price. So a couple of missed opportunities for the Lady Texans as they have a net violation. And it allows Stevenson to once again serve. A high one deep and just out. Almost hit the rafters. So the Volunteers answer with 3 straight. Now only trail by 4. Nicholas Stevenson. And that one is served a little deep. So that the Lady Texans stop the bleeding. Side out, leading by 5. And Erica Lindsay doing the honors. Nice soft floater. Salinas has it. Salinas once again. Confusion, but Heslop has it. For the Texans. Rivera. And a nice job. That was Heslop exploiting the open part of the floor and gives the Volunteers the service back. Trailing by 4. Rivera serving. Awoinka with the return and a short arm there is Madison Patterson a little bit surprised that the ball kind of ended up right in her lap and really nothing that she could do with that one. So side out and serve Sam Houston on top by 5. Loftus, the serve and a point Sam. Lead back up to 6. Texans led by as many as 7 in game 2. Chance to do it again. Salinas in the middle. And that one is deep. So it is back to a 7-point margin as Loftus continues to serve. Stevenson with the dig. Nice soft touch by Price, and that one is way deep. well long, so the Volunteers with the serve as we have Kelly leaving the game and Anna Arana now serving for the Lady Vols. A little bit of smoke behind that serve. Alexander over the top, and that one is crushed. But it was tipped by a Sam player. It looked like maybe Farshikan got a finger on it. So point Volunteers. Arana serving. And Arana with the ace. Sloan couldn't dig it out. And the Lady Vols have scored 3 in a row. Was it touched? No, it wasn't. Well, yes, it was. Now the reversal. So, in fact, it was touched by Sam Houston, and 4 consecutive points by the Lady Vols. Sam Houston won Game 2 25-16. They have led by as many as 7 in Game 2 on 2 occasions, but 4 consecutive points by the Volunteers make it 5 in a row for the Lady Vols. And they're right back in this one, 13-11. 5 unanswered points. Arana in the middle and make it 6 in a row. The Volunteers on a nice little run here and a chance to tie it up. All behind the hard services of Anna Arana has really sparked this Lady Vols team to come back here. And the confusion continues for the Lady Texans. We are knotted at 13. 7 straight points by the Lady Vols. And into the net, Lady Vols. So finally, Sam Houston getting the serve back and back on top, 14-13. And they quickly lose it on the service error. So we're tied back at 14. Patterson, the server. Pushed over near side. Rivera has it. Feeds the middle. And a nice kill. Sam can't come up with it. Atkinson. And for only the second time in Game 2, the Lady Vols lead. Patterson. Got to get it over, and they can't. (16-14) Bowie. Find her footing. She almost didn't have it controlled, but does so. Rivera with the save. Rivera gets it back. Rivera over the top. Well, there's a nice block. Atkinson was not going to have anything to do with that, and back-to-back points. And the biggest lead for the Lady Vols in Game 2 by 3. And that one is wide of the mark. So Sam trailing by 2. Trying to garner a little momentum back here after winning Game 1 rather easily. Awoy Inca, little soft floater. And the put down. Credit the kill to Atkinson. Salone checks out. Cortland Heslop back in, and Kelly to serve. And Kelly, there wasn't much on that service, but Sam Houston couldn't handle it. And 20-16, Sam calls a timeout. Set to return, and the Volunteers in control of game number 2. Sam out of the timeout. Finally with the kill by Loftus. As Donnell Price comes back in for the Lady Texans, Alexander to serve. Rivera near side, tipped at the line. Alexander with the save, as does Heslop. And there you go. Boy, Atkinson has really come alive here in game number 2. 2 impressive kills in a row. And she will take a break as Heslop returns. And Stevenson, the libero, to serve. Shoveled across. Nice save by Salinas, and that one is wide. So back and forth we go. Side out Sam trailing by 3. And Erica Lindsay to do the honors, who has really been the most impressive server for the Lady Texans tonight. They need her now. Patterson over the net. Alexander has it. Pushed across. That by Patterson. Back and forth we go. Well, last minute save by the Lady Texans, and over the net. Another save, and Sam into the net. So side out Lady Vols, 22-18. Rivera to serve. And nice job by the Texans to keep that one alive. Looked like it was going to be a point, and it is. Patterson puts it away. It's 23-18 Lady Vols. Rivera, only a freshman. Serves deep and in the near corner. Handled nicely by the Sam team. Salinas, and into the net crashes Patterson. A much needed break by the Lady Texans. They trail by 4. And it'll be Loftus to serve. Stevenson. And confusion there as Heslop and Rivera kind of looked at each other. And it's 23-20 Vols. Late call, and still finally, boy, a very late indication on what happened there, but ultimately Sam gets the point, maybe a break. They now trail by just 2. Stevenson, kept alive by Loftus. Salinas with the set. As does Alexander, trying to dink it over, but recovering was Rivera. Boy, nice save that by Loftus. Maybe the longest volley of the night. Good set, good block, nice save, but ultimately cannot be dug out. And so the side out goes to the Lady Vols. Game point. And Arana hoping to square this match up. Arana has really been filthy on the serve tonight, and they will do it. So Sam Houston built two early big leads only to see their lead evaporate, and the Lady Vols square this match up one game apiece as they win game two 25-21. Stay with us. Game three is next. Jim Staples back at Sam Houston High School, the deciding game of this match as the Lady Texans won game one 25-16. Lady Vols come back and win game two 25-21. Sam had a 9-2 and a 13-6 lead in game two, and Lady Vols rattled off 7 straight points to tie it at 13. They built as much as a 5-point lead and win game two by 4. So game three, the deciding game of this match, is about to get underway. And Sam Houston will serve. Boynton gets it underway. And Sam with the first point, as short siding it was Atkinson. And 2 quick points on the ace. So Inca. Back-to-back points for the Lady Texans. Patterson. And make it 3 in a row as it's dinked over by Lindsay. Game three decided to 15. You got to win by 2. Sam off to another quick start. And the Lady Vols into the net. And so it's 4 straight to start the third game for the Texans. Trickles over the net. Salone just got enough topspin as it just sneaked over the net, and a much needed point and side out for the Lady Vols. Salinas to serve. Boy, nice save on the sideline by Stevenson. She gets it back, but was short of the mark. So side out, point Sam Houston on top 5-1 for junior Jolie Alexander. Trying to catch Sam off guard with Salinas trying to dink it over. That one is going to be in. Boy, nicely placed as Atkinson at the far end corner. So Bowie with the service side out, and it's Kelly. Lady Vols trailing by 3. Game 3. Rivera saves it, but hitting it into the net was Heslip. So side out point Sam Houston, now on top by 4. Lindsay to serve. Just got it over the net. Dug out by Stevenson. Alexander has it. Now Bowie trying to control. Nice job by Lindsay. Back and forth we go. This one's going to be interesting. Boy, nice job of coming over. Good save, sliding save by Alexander. Lindsay has to chase it down, and this one is going to be wide of the mark. Sam was just a little out of sorts that time. They really never could recover. So the Volunteers with the service, trailing 6-3. And it's libero Mikola Stevenson on the serve. Alexander blocked, and no one home. Patterson at 6'2". Consecutive points by the Vols. And a timeout over at the scorer's table. And looks like there's an alignment problem that Sam has to adjust. And it looks like that has been handled. So Stevenson ready to serve. Another deep one, may have been a little long, but saved at the end line by Awanka, and this one is deep. Well, how about that? 6-5. Vols only trailing by 1. Been down by as many as 4, and that one's saved in the far corner. That one could have been wide. And trying to dig it out near the net was Patterson. Really no place to go with that one. She ran out of room. And so it gives the Texans the service, up by 2. Loftus at the line. Near us, Salinas comes over. Back across. Alexander, the setter. Both teams beginning to get in their groove, and pushed over by Patterson. So the Vols with the point. Side out, Bowie down by 1. Rivera to serve. Heslop looking to set. There's the person you want to get it to right there. Madison Patterson with the kill. And we are knotted at 7 in deciding game 3. Sam won the first one by 9. Lady Vols won game 2 by 4. As Foshikin returns for the Lady Texans. Behind her head, Alexander shoves it over. Got to keep feeding Patterson, and the Volunteers are looking to do that, but no one home in the far corner. Stevenson couldn't come up with it. So Sam back on top. And returning to the game for the Texans to serve is Madison Wynn. And Wynn's short of the net. So we're back at 8-8. Side out Volunteers, and Anna Arana comes in to serve. Boy, she has just really got a sizzling serve. Shoveled over by Patterson. Alexander looks to set. Nice dig there. Alexander trying to find an open spot, can't. That was blocked, but returned. Good job on both sides. Stevenson comes in and resets, and down goes Madison Patterson once again. So for the first time in game 3, the Volunteers lead it. And that one's going to be out of here. And they quickly lose the lead. We're tied back at 9 as Lindsay returns for the Lady Texans. Nicole Foshikin is the server. Deep. Rivera handles that. And into the net. Well, Patterson, when she is up close, she's dangerous. That one was just a little shy of the mark. Texans by 1. And a service error. Knots the game at 10. Who's going to get hot in this one? Patterson serving. Sloan. Nice kill attempt by Alexander. Shoveled over. Atkinson. Alexander. And off the hands. Couldn't come up with it, was Patterson. So Sam on top, 11-10. Awoy Inca. Good call there. Madison Salone wanted it. Back set. Shoved over, still in play. Alexander has it blocked from Lindsay. Lindsay looked like she had a sure point. Dug out, it continues. Oh, a nice play on both sides, but finally Sam Houston finds the bottom of the floor and lead 12-10. Knuckleball. Trying to go deep. Rivera there. Dinked over. No problem for Alexander. Nice set. Oh, and a nice kill. Awoyinka was just in self-defense mode that time. Off the shot of Atkinson. And it is 12-11. The Vols trail by 1, but they're serving Layla Salinas to do so. Trying to go wide. And that one is wide near side. Well, it's going to come down to the wire in this one, knotted at 12. Salinas holding serve. And that one is way short. Poor time for a service error, but Sam with the point. And the side out, Jolie Alexander, the setter, is the server. Arana handles it near the net, and into the net was Sam Houston. Looked like maybe Donnell Price got a little piece of the nylon. So it's back at 13 with Jaliyah Kelly serving for the Vols. Shoveled over by Stevenson. Fisted. Blocked. Saved. Good job by Salinas to track it down. Lindsay for the Texans. Nice set. Volunteers. This one is going to be close. Oh, just reaching up to grab a little bit of that was Atkinson, and that is wide by the Texans. Nice save by Kelly. Sam's got to have it. Shoveled over. Stevenson resets. Kirsten Atkinson, 15-13. And that one falls in between a couple of balls. So it's 15-14. Sam Houston on the serve. Alexander has it. And Sam in the net. Gives side out to the Lady Vols, and it'll be Nicholas Stevenson serving. Pushed over and into the net. Sam once again. 17-14 Lady Vols. And Sam Houston will call a timeout. Resuming play, the Volunteers with the service and a 3-point lead in game 3. Stevenson doing so. And the Lady Vols are on a roll out of the timeout. They have now scored 4 consecutive points. As Stevenson continues. And the Lady Vols just keep rolling on, 19-14. Sam just can't put a stop to this. They started out strong like they had done in the previous 2 games, but the Lady Vols have not been deterred. That was a net serve, but it makes it across. Sam needs a stop in a big way. Patterson got it in good position, just a little out of sorts. But Sam Houston a little out of sorts as well. As the point parade for the Lady Vols continues behind Stevenson's serve, 20-14. Bowie a little bit in trouble. They get it across. Alexander saves it. Bowie looking to reset, but that'll be wide. Trying to shovel it over was Heslett. Texans need to get on the roll that the Volunteers just came off of, and it'll be up to Ashante Loftus for service. And as it was served, there was a rotation error by the Volunteers. So a give me point for the Texans. Now trailing by 4. Boy, nice block. Really nice job by Donnell Price and Isis Torber. 2017. Texans down by 3. Salinas tracks it down to keep it alive for the Volunteers. As does Stevenson. This one is shoveled over but wide. Foshikin couldn't find the inbounds. 21-17. Rivera serving for Bowie. And no one home for Sam as it just falls in between three Lady Texans. A communication breakdown there, and Lady Vols climbing closer and closer to taking this match. Now lead it by 5, and that one is a nice job by Jolie Alexander. Madison Wynn returns for the Lady Texans. And she has the ball to serve, and once again, well, that has been a problem for Madison Wynn tonight, her 4th service error. So it gives a point, and the service back to the Lady Vols, just 2 points away. And Anna Arana, who has been very impressive from the service line. She whistles over another one. No problem by the Texans. Patterson has it. Tie up at the net. Back over to the Volunteers. Good dig. A reset, tries to dink it over, was Salinas. That's usually money, but across the line was Patterson. She has really been deadly from that center hitting spot, but she encroached on the net. And Sam with the point, inside out. Fashikin serving. Sets it backwards. This one could be out, but saved on the far sideline by Salone. And no one here on the near side, as it was Arana and Salinas not coming up with it. And Sam Houston putting together a run here. 23-21, forcing the Lady Vols to call a timeout. We were tied at 13. The Volunteers went on a 7-1 run, but where we stand now is 23-21. Lady Vols, and a rotation error, a costly one for the Lady Texans. Not only does it give the service back to the Lady Vols, they are now match point away, and Madison Patterson to serve. That one almost into the rafters. Pushed over, and that'll do it. Layla Salinas. As the Volunteers come back and win game 3 of the match, 25-21. Handshakes at the net. Sam winning game 1, 25-16. They were very much in control of game 2, but it was the Volunteers coming back to win that one by 4. Sam off to a hot start in game number 3, but once again, the Lady Vols come back as you see the final in the 3-game match as the Lady Vols take this one 2-1. Our thanks to Spence, Vern Cox, Anna Hernandez, and Mackenzie Stokes. And for all of us at AISD-TV, this is Jim Staples. Until next time, good night from Sam Houston.